Hi, I'm Jackie Rabbit. I finally got home from SRS. It was a week in the hospital and my first taste of home last night and then my own bed. And I'm glad to be home, and I want to share with you what my week in the hospital was like, a little. You've seen some of that, and what it's like to be home. It's comfy, but there are things I really liked about the hospital. So let's go talk about that stuff. I'm even sharing the ride home with Dad. You get to see Dad again, my mystery dad. He's decided it's okay and wants to be in more videos. So you're going to get to know Dad. Remember, go give me a thumbs up and then click the bell so you get an alert the next time I post a video. My journey through this SRS process is still ongoing. We're talking weeks of recovery, but I'm doing really well. And I want to share all the little weird things that I'm kind of going through as we progress so you know what it's like. Come on with me. Let's go get this whole thing figured out. Going home with me. Come on. Let's go home. I have to admit being home feels good, but nobody's waiting on me hand and foot. I kind of liked it. I liked the safety and security of knowing that people were there for me, that I could at any moment touch a little red button and someone would bring me an ice pack for my crotch. That's actually what I really missed. Like, I have to go make sure there's ice ready or ice packs because I gotta keep my new stuff on ice because it's so swollen. And I didn't realize what a wonderful thing it was that somebody would bring me a bag of ice whenever I wanted it. And now it's like, it's kind of critical. It's swollen and it definitely becomes uncomfortable the moment you don't have ice on it. I did not know this before until I rode all the way home and stuff and was joking around with my dad and whatever. So it was an interesting deal. So let's start with driving home with Dad. My dad is awesome. I absolutely love my dad. And he has a quirky sense of humor, just like I do. I mean, you know, genetic maybe, I don't know. We'll find out about that later. But listen, I want to talk to you about all these things, but let's start with the drive home. And then we'll talk about leaving the room itself and then being home itself. So here's the ride home. Now remember, I'm an idiot, goofball, and you know me by now. So let's go have fun with Dad. All right, so I'm driving home finally. And, oh, do I even need my mask anymore? I'm still wearing my mask.
Oh, no, you do. Because
I'll isolate for a week.
It's 14 days, actually.
And guess what? Dad said because he's wearing a mask, we get to see him.
Isn't that great?
It is so great. He wants to tell everyone what his prediction is for the following week.
Here's how I think my next, I don't know. I'm going to say 3 months are going to be. Here we go. Oh my God, my vagina. My vagina is so great. You have no idea how great my vagina is. My vagina is better than any vagina I've ever seen, and my vagina is so great. And oh my God, when I dilate, it works better than any vagina I have ever seen in my life.
You're making me sound like Donald Trump.
I know she's excited, but this is my prediction about how...
It just has been such a fantastic experience.
And the experience has been so awesome. Better than I ever expected. You can't believe I'm already at 85%. It's just so awesome. My vagina is the best vagina ever.
All right, so
anyway,
clearly my dad's going to harass me, and I'm going to be doing that probably.
I know, she's just excited. It's just, I'm predicting, since I'm already tired of hearing that over and over again, like a typical dude. It's like, anyway.
Oh, yes.
And we are all going to be amused by this because
my dad is kind of a typical dude. So, well, that's going to be the drive home. So let's go put together some more of how awesome my experience was. Just remember, like, I'm weird with my nerves and pain is weird to me. I don't register it right. So
No, but her vagina is
But
awesome.
It is. It's awesome.
But it is.
awesome.
It
It is
is.
like amazing. It's
Oh my
like,
God.
let's go talk about it some more. Dad's a nut, right? And he's not wrong. I get kind of locked in on something and I kind of hyper focus, and he knows that. He knows I'm a hyper little kid, you know, he knows me. So Dad and I went home, and by the time we got there, because it took a couple hours, I realized I was really hurting, you know, and I was really swollen. So, and I had things to do, you know, I had to get home, and the first thing I needed to do, I was a little late on dilation. I had to go dilate. And I'm not going to tell you what everyone else tells you. It's tedious and horrible and blah, 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 and it hurts. I'm not even going to go over that yet. We'll talk about dilation. It's not what you think it is, because it's not what I thought it was. I read all the same stuff. I heard all the same stuff. It's fine. It's part of life. I'll explain it at some point. Right now, I'm just trying to get it down to the right schedule. But I did that, cleaned up. You know, I needed to eat. You know, there's all these things I needed to do. And then trying to keep ice in my pants was kind of working and kind of not working. And I figured out a better system, and I have some different things that work. I have like it's supposed to go around your leg or something, but it sits just in the right spot where everything's, you know, swollen. So great, no problem. I'm not going to be wearing jeans for a while, so it's just me in the pajamas. And I threw on a nice top, so I felt a little nicer today. So I really liked the hospital. So let me share a few pictures with you. Before I left, I took a couple pictures. It was special to me, and I want to share it with you. So here's a few pictures of just before I left. I enjoyed my time there. I really did. I thought it was really great. It's one of the top experiences I've had. It was life-changing, so I mean, there's that too. But being home, you know, I'm home, and I do need to tidy, and the dust has definitely built up. I can see I need to do a little housekeeping, but I'm not going to show you. I'm going to show you my tidy little bed. I have an old bedspread. I like purple, you know, but I'm not going to like make a mess on it. So, you know, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I feel squishy all the time. There's always something leaking somewhere, and pads and gauze, and, you know, I got plenty of it, but I always feel a little squishy. It's just a fact of life. Don't know why I got on that tangent, but so I'm home, and I'm realizing there's all these chores to do in between dilation schedule. Seems like dilation schedule comes faster than I realize, and like looking at the clock thinking, okay, yeah, it's coming up again. So, and then there's this routine of things that must be done. It's not just the time of dilation itself, which is 15 minutes. It's all the other stuff that comes with it. To get clean, do everything. I've got to do more laundry. I've got things going on. And I really need to get down into a schedule, because without it, I'm kind of stumbling around trying to figure it out. And then dilation comes back up again. It's like, oh. And I have to eat in between all of that. And I've got some work to do. And I got to call the office and see what's going on, check the books, you know. Other than that, I'm taking a lot of time to answer all your questions and comments. And I got to be honest, I'm having so much fun with you guys. Go down there and leave me some comments, you know. I know there's some regulars and some of my special guys and gals, and I really enjoy it. I'm having so much fun with you guys. I'm really having a lot of fun. So, hey, thanks. You're keeping me totally engaged, and I'm more than enjoying it. Hopefully I'm telling you the things you want, but I talk about me a lot, and I know that. If I get off topic and you really need something answered, please just redirect me, you know. Give me a nice slap and I'll get in the right direction. So I'm worried that my dad is going to create the dollar jar. We used to have a jar at work for misgendering. So if somebody misgendered somebody, they had to put $1 in the jar, you know. So I'm worried it's going to get relabeled, you know. My vagina is so great. or maybe a list of words that aren't allowed. Box. Whatever you can imagine. A big list of those. I don't have that much money. He better make it a quarter. So, and I am excited about stuff. I mean, I'll give you some idea of what's going on and why I'm talking about it. One of the things I didn't expect was that the vaginal opening and angle was going to be so close to cisgender female. It's like dead on. And the depth is just fine. I mean, it's last dot on the deal on the dilators, which I'm not going to get out and show you. You've seen those a million times. I'll show you those things later. But the surgeons just did a killer job. I am so blown away. You know, I've seen all the diagrams, and you know, the vaginal canal's like straight down while you're standing up, and I assumed that's what I was going to have, and it was going to be okay. That's a compromise, and I don't mind it, but it's fine. No compromise. It's exactly where it belongs. Everything's exactly the way they would be on a cisgender female. And the surgeons weren't kidding around. When this is all said and done and the swelling's gone and everything's just the way it's supposed to be, it's going to be pretty darn close to indistinguishable between a cisgender female body part. It's way more than I expected. So, I almost did it. I almost said I'm so pleased, about that would have been a buck wasted. Well, I guess for the videos it doesn't count. Does it? I don't know. Anyway, I'm chilling. I hate to say it, I'm 17 minutes away from dilation schedule, which means I'm going to go grab a Jell-O cup. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to hang out, rest a little, get out some of the stuff I need, throw down the beach towel that I know is my regular, flip the load of laundry, and get to work. So I'm glad to be home, and I'm so glad that you guys are leaving comments. Get down there and leave me some more comments. I've also been back leaving posts at transgenderpulse.com. If you want to sneak over there and find me, you could. I'm not leaving a lot of posts, but I am doing it. It's something that I enjoy, and you'll find me. If you don't find me, ask around. They'll point you in the right direction. So it's a good place to find really decent people. If you sign up over there, there's going to be lots of people who will help you through all of the process you can imagine. The moderators are the most knowledgeable women you're going to run into. And if you want a good resource, it's a fantastic one. It's the one I used when I started, and I recommend to you, if you need that resource, that's the place to go. transgenderpulse.com. Take care of yourself, and you got to remember, I care that you get through this process. It matters to me, and that is why I'm lounging on my bed, telling you exactly how it's happening for me. I want you to know it's okay. I want you to know you can do it. I don't want you to hesitate, worry, or fret. I want you to be confident that this is easy enough if you want it. It won't be hard if you put your mind to it. You can do this. Take care of yourself. I will see you next time. Bye. When I was wandering the halls up and down with my walker in the hospital, I met this really cool dude. He was tough looking. He had some really awesome tattoos that were like really artistic, not like things I'm used to seeing. And I caught up with him in my walker, and I noticed he was giving it everything he had. He was a little younger than me, very strong, tough looking guy. He was very nice looking too. Was giving it every ounce of energy just to put one foot in front of the other. So I got up to him and I told him, hey, you're doing great. You just keep pushing. How many days after surgery? 2. And he was walking at day 1. And I'm like, whoa. My goodness. Look, I know from experience, the more you do this, the better it's going to be. And he knows. He said, yeah, I know. That's why I'm doing this. I said, did they make you do it? And he said, no, I'm doing this on my own because I know it's good for me and I'm going to do it. And I said, give it your all. And I can tell you're doing it, My goodness, how tough are you? You're a warrior, And so he smiled at me, and I did another lap and came back, and he'd only made it like 50 feet when I got back to him. And he was giving it everything he had. This guy was a flippin' warrior, You could tell his spirit was just absolutely on fire just to walk. And I was curious, so I said, hey, what kind of surgery did you have that's like knocked you back this far? I was on a motorcycle once and wrecked, and I kind of felt like this, but my gosh, you are just on fire, buddy. What's going on? What'd you do? He looked at me and he said, well, I had a surgery for transition. I stood there stunned. I looked at him for a few seconds and I said, me too.